Evening from Terry.
That's great. We've jumped on to do a broadcast. We're going to talk a little bit on current themes, like boxing, big current theme. Just had a big boxing fight in where? Where was it?
Saudi.
Between Tyson Fury and
Francis Ngannou, the UFC fighter.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about leadership, life, paradigms, opinions, that kind of thing, really. So like, comment, subscribe and share. So let us know where you're tuning in from. That's good. Please share the broadcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, because we're doing lots of shorts at the moment. We're doing lots of broadcasts. But we're going to talk tonight about current themes, including the Tyson Fury fight. So we've got two other special guests with us, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm going to do is now jump to another camera. Can you see what I'm doing there, Kellen?
Yep.
Boom, boom. There you go. Introduce yourself, please.
Well, hello. Yes, I'm Jill Eckersley, and this is
Susie MacDonald.
Susie Mac.
Greet the people.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just sort of more listening and observing tonight with Terry and Caleb, so we're very excited, aren't we, Susie?
What have we just done tonight? What have we had tonight? Greet the people and tell them what we've done tonight and what we've had.
Tonight we've had a house meal, which was amazing. We had a great curry between us. We were absolutely full of carbohydrates now because we had chips, we had rice, we had naan bread, a bit of everything. It was great. Really good time. So, yeah.
That's good. What else did we have, Susie?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate
We had
we did.
chocolate. We did. That was good as well. In fact, some people displayed some special skills tonight. It was a bit of a party atmosphere.
That's good, because
Yeah.
I balanced an after eight on my head,
Gonna show me how you did
You
it.
were encouraged
and I
to.
had to get it into my mouth. And after about 5 attempts, I actually did it. And Susie managed to do it as well.
She did it in one.
One take.
Tell everybody, Susie, look at the camera and tell them how you did it.
I did it because I watched Terry 4 times doing it. Watched from the best, and then I did it. I did it first time.
You did. Amen. Look at that. Terry blazed the trail, and Susie did it first time. That's amazing.
So we had a good time of food, fellowship. We spoke about budgeting, life skills, how much we paid for the food, which was inexpensive. 2 curries, I should get advertising fees for this, from Iceland, £4.
Yeah.
Madras, what was the other ones?
We had butter chicken,
Chicken
tikka masala,
and
and a chicken
biryani. So that's 4 for £8. And if you go on Uber Eats or Just Eat, it's more than that for one.
Yeah, upwards of £8, £9, £10 for one.
So we had a great family meal.
Yeah.
There was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 6 of us, and it was amazing. Good time of communication, sharing stories, having fun. Really great night, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Building community, building leadership, structure through it, eliminating antisocial behaviour. Because when you can meet round a table and communicate with each other, that's how families resolve issues and people. But if you're not eating together where you can resolve or celebrate, we celebrated 2 people's award nights.
Yeah.
Caleb got a certificate for media and broadcasting. Dan got one for guitar repairing and stuff, which was great. And we celebrated somebody else coming over, David. So we had a great night, didn't we?
We did.
Amazing. And here we are now, increasing again Caleb's training in media. And the more that you broadcast, the better you get, and the more confidence you get. And a lot of people are lacking in confidence. But the more you public speak or speak to media, you grow and develop in it.
Yeah.
And that's what life's about, all communication. It's like, how do you get a job? Through an application, then interview. So that's communication and presentation skills. And that's what we're all learning and growing in. And especially in this day and age, modern media is so important. That's how everybody's communicating, isn't it? More and more and more.
Yeah.
Even chief execs are doing the reports, video. Charities updates by video. Even big meetings, wider meetings, county-wide, they do them on Teams.
Mm.
I think media is the medium nowadays.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're growing and developing in that. So that's why we've jumped on tonight. And just to encourage people, keep growing and developing in media, or grow and develop in life. Because comfort zone is where your growth and development stops. And in order to grow and develop, you need to get out of the comfort blanket. You need to try something new with new people
Absolutely.
to grow and develop. Otherwise, you're just going around the mountain, going in circles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to visit John Fury, aren't we?
Yes.
Friday. Are you excited about it?
Just a bit.
Tell them how excited and why you're excited.
I'm very excited because I follow boxing quite closely, and obviously Tyson's heavyweight champion of the world. I don't know if you saw, the fight is going to be in February now with
Usyk. Is that done
February
deal?
something.
Is it nailed down?
It's nailed down that it's not December.
It was going to be December 23rd.
It's going to be December 23rd, but I think it's February, around the 23rd of Feb, something like that.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, we're going there on Friday. That's Manchester, isn't it?
Yeah.
Manchester Arndale. No, not Arndale. It's not that anymore, is it?
No, the
Trafford.
But we're going to Manchester.
Trafford Centre. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
So why are you excited to meet John Fury?
I mean, he's quite a well-known. I mean, you're obviously you know him, don't you? You know him quite well, and he's obviously quite a well-known figure in the boxing space, and I think he's somewhat of an internet celebrity nowadays, isn't he?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, he's very much celebrated, and he's got a huge online platform. And of course, he's the father of the heavyweight champion, lineal champion of the world,
Undefeated.
and Tommy Fury, undefeated. So, but we can talk about that. But the last two big sporting events in the world have been both his sons. Tommy Fury in Manchester, packed it out, controversial again, and Tyson in Saudi, packed it out, controversial. But the biggest and best people are claiming boxing event, if not sports event in the world, with the excellence and the venue and the way it was put on, and
Oh, it was good. It was good.
world class.
I don't know if you saw the show. It was a good presentation.
100%.
Very good.
And if you think about that, John Fury is the patriarch behind the Fury lineage. So everything that Tyson is, I mean, John's trained him for years and in his corner.
Yeah.
Same with Tommy. And John, of course, ex-bare-knuckle fighter himself, gypsy, traveller, overcome a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
But if you think about what's happening in the world in sport, marketing, business, excellence, media, all that. I mean, think about Tyson got paid 50 million quid.
For the one just gone.
Yeah. 50 million pounds. The other guy got 10, that's 60 million. Other people have to have profits and all that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when it comes to excellence, leadership, world, platform, huge. And we're going to be with him Friday.
I'm very excited.
And success leaves clues. And if you're hang around successful people, do you know what I mean? It challenges excuses in you and raises you a level and gets rid of blame shifting, know. Because these guys in sports psychology, I like Tyson's interview after the fight. He said, listen, don't blame the trainer. Don't blame these. Don't blame. If you want to blame anybody, he said, blame Tyson Fury.
He only did one, didn't he?
Yeah.
With Coogan.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
And he said, just blame me. And he said, and what do you think about the decision? Some people are saying he's been robbed. He said, listen, I got up off the deck and I won the fight. What do you think? What do you think? Did you think he was robbed? He said, I'm not a judge. I'm a boxer. I go in and I do my stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, according to 3 judges, the decision went to Tyson Fury. And people can say, this is my opinion, and I'll talk to you about this because I know you think different. People can say, oh, my football team, they lost, but they should have won. They were the better team. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous talk. Who scored the most goals? Oh, blame the referee if you want. Oh, blame the linesman. Oh, blame your mum who dropped you on your head as a baby. No, you lost. What is wrong with you? So many people make excuses.
Yeah.
They just do. All the time. And then people, how they get out of making excuses, they blame other people. Oh, it's Susie's fault. Let's blame Susie. Do you know what I mean? Or people, they blame the wife. It's like when I knocked that cup over tonight and I spilled some tea. Oh, Susie, what are you doing leaving that there? I said it for a laugh, but I said, no, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Let's clear it up. Give me a cloth. But a lot of people in life, they blame the person who's left the cup.
Yeah.
No, you could have avoided the cup. What is wrong with you? Go on. So what's your opinion on the Fury?
On the fight of the weekend.
And be careful, because I might send this to John Fury. No, you can be honest. Go on.
I'm trying to think what fight was before that. There was a big fight before that. It was
Joe Joyce?
no. There's a fight on the one that was like co-main event.
Okay.
I forgot what the fight was, but that was a really good fight. Anyway, Fury and Ngannou. We watched the majority of it. We watched probably 8 rounds, something like that.
Yeah.
So it was 10 rounds, wasn't it?
Yes.
It wasn't a 12 round. It was a 10 round.
Yeah.
And I think it could have gone either way. I'm not coming at it from a professional point of view because I'm not a professional boxer, but I personally do think it could have gone either way. I don't think either one could have been disappointed if the other guy had won. If that makes sense.
So you're saying
I thought Ngannou did really well.
you said it's closer to a draw then, maybe. You said it could have gone either way.
Closer to a draw than a win either way, I think.
Okay. Now it was interesting because what we saw and heard.
Did you watch the fight?
Yeah.
Yep.
There was 2 guys commentating and a lady who was sort of involved in it, but the guys were boxing history. And after each round, they'd mark down who'd won a round, won a round. So we got to the end of the fight. Now we know it was close. We know Tyson Fury got knocked down, but he got knocked down. He got back up again.
Got back up.
And that's the story of his life, like he did with
Wilder. The first time.
The first time, and that was like a miracle. People thought, he
And
should
the
not
third
have got
time.
up. Sorry,
He knocked him down in the third fight as well.
there you go. So, but the first one was dramatic, wasn't it?
Oh, that first one, he won that.
He got up on
He won
nine,
that first fight with Wilder. He won that fight.
But who won it?
It was a draw.
Well, it was a draw then. You think he won it?
But-
That's your opinion.
Everyone thought he won it.
Well, that's their opinion.
Yeah.
The judges said that it was a draw.
Yeah.
So, and where'd you draw the line? Oh, that person should have got found guilty or not guilty, or the speed trap, this or that. I just think, quoting you got to trust the process,
Yep.
or not trust it at all. And you've got to. I think you've got to untrust your own bias, because you might have seen different camera angles than somebody else did.
Yeah.
But the judges have got prime position and they've got better tools, better training, and all that. This is just my opinion. But it's logic what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm legal what I'm saying. And also, like I say, this broadcast that we saw, the judges all had it marked down, more or less similar to the judges that Tyson won the way he did.
There was one, I think it was, I don't know exactly on the numbers, there was one that was something like 98, 92.
Okay.
And I thought that's,
Too much.
yeah. Either way, that's too much.
Okay.
So one of them had their eyes shut.
But the judge, I'm sure he's got a little bit more experience of boxing than you.
Yeah, of course he has.
And they all have. And also after the event, think about it. Have you seen the score sheet things? How many?
I saw you put it on, the strikes.
Yeah, have you
per
seen
round.
that?
Yeah.
So what does that say?
That one of them's not a boxer. I would say.
Yeah, but equally, if you're scoring it and you went on those,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? So if that went the other way, then you'd have to say, well, maybe, but it doesn't go the other way.
Yeah.
It goes in favour of Fury. Round 1,
I'm glad it did.
Fury 11-6. Round 2, Fury 7-6. Round 3, this is total strikes. It's got Ngannou to Fury 7-1. Is that when he put him down in round 3?
Round 3.
Well, there you go. And then look, Tyson's back up, man. But in round 4, Ngannou 8-6. But then round 5, 9-6, Fury. Round 6, 9-5, Fury. 5 all on round 7. 10-9 to Ngannou on round 8, then 8-2, and then 6-4. So 71 total strikes for Fury and 59. So the score sheets, I mean, I think say it all. And I think, and it was interesting because John Fury getting in the car, did you see after the fight, getting in the car with Tommy, somebody put a mic to him and asked him, and he says, listen, it is what it is. He came, he fought, he got up, he won. And what I'd say is, and you get all these people who have got no more experience than me and you, giving it the large on the internet, bro, let me see you get in a ring against Ngannou.
Oh, I absolutely wouldn't.
No, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you get in the ring with Fury.
Definitely not.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's.
From a selfish point of view, I'm glad he didn't lose. Like, I'm glad he is undefeated.
Because you like Fury.
Yeah, and also it makes this next fight even bigger than it would have
What,
already
with
been.
Usyk or a return with Ngannou?
The undisputed with Usyk.
With Usyk, okay.
And then eventually AJ, if he ever fights AJ.
Yeah, but you've also got to think about it, right? Tyson Fury didn't need to do that fight. He did it. He's done it with a guy who's massive.
Yeah.
You know, top MMA guy. So he's
hardest puncher in the world.
Hardest puncher in the world. So he's put his life. So if you think about watching the sport, people got good entertainment. It was edge of your seat.
Good. Yeah.
And
at 1:30 in the morning.
And it had
never crossover. Yeah.
And it had been never done before. It was called a game changer. And it was. And think about it. This is me just talking out loud here now. I've no intel. But I would not be surprised if after Usyk there's a rematch with Ngannou. How big would that fight be? Huge.
I've heard through the grapevine that Ngannou might be fighting Anthony Joshua.
Oh, there you go.
That's not an exclusive because I've heard someone else say it.
Yeah. But there would be no fight on the planet like a rematch.
Yeah.
Because if it's controversial and people think he should have got the decision, well, let's go again and let's do a two fight deal on it. So maybe. But
yeah,
we'll
the
see.
Usyk fight will be massive, I think.
Do you think so?
It's for all the belts. It's the undisputed fight.
It is, but I think Tyson will just wipe the floor with him. He's a middleweight, isn't he, Usyk?
He's middleweight, cruiserweight.
And Tyson's
every
class.
Cruiserweight.
Tyson is class. And even, come on, he got knocked down, he got back up again, and he won on points. And he got 50 million quid. So he's really upset, isn't he?
He don't care what my opinion
really
is.
Bothered. he doesn't mind what, you know.
Exactly, he don't care what I think.
What myviewonboxing.com podcast thinks of it, does he?
Yeah.
He says, I'll see you all after Christmas, have a great Christmas.
Yep.
I'm going cuddling my family and 50 million quid.
Fair
Amen.
play.
So we're going seeing John Fury. I'm very good friends with John Fury. I visited him in prison. I didn't know I was visiting him. I did a prison ministry through the chaplaincy. Shared my story with fun and humour and led a load of people to Christ in an outdoor prison called, remember Jill? Thorn Cross near Warrington. And it was like a summer's day. It was packed. They were all having like barbecues and picnics outside. And I was the guest speaker. And I certainly got their attention. It was amazing. And I was praying for people at the end, packed. Everybody came forward. And I just kept saying to people, what's your name? I'm going to pray with you. Give me your hand. And I said, what's your name? He says, John. I said, right, give me your hand. I'm going to pray for you. He said, pray for my son. So what's his name? He said, Tyson Fury. And I said, who's he? I didn't know it was 2014. So I took John's hand, prayed with him and prayed for him and Tyson. Then got on praying with people, went home, didn't even tell Jill. And the year after, of course, he beat Klitschko. And everybody knew.
Away
and
from
I said,
home.
Jill, that's the guy I prayed for with his dad. Then his dad got out of prison and I was speaking at an event in Sheffield. And I'd reconnected through one of the support team. And I went backstage and just gave each other a big hug. And then he got me up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thanked me so much. Did an event with him and Tyson. Got me up again.
Every time.
Every time they get there, us up and honour us.
Sheffield City Hall, one of them.
Yeah, Sheffield City Hall. It's all on YouTube. And also, I've given him all my books, sent him my books, given him them. And it was very funny because we were just driving out yesterday, and I'd mentioned it at church on Sunday, hadn't I, about the fight and stuff in the message. And we're in the car, and up on my screen flashes brr, brr, John Fury. So I hit it. Hey John. So we got talking anyway, and I said, "Congratulations, this. Thanks for that. Catching up. How are you doing? We've been praying for you. We love you. You know, not like what can you do for me? Can I have a signed pair of your underpants or anything? No, we're just friends." And then I said, "Oh, congratulations on the book. I'm looking forward to reading it." He said, "I'll give you a signed copy, Terry." But I said, it'll be great to get a copy of you giving me a book, meaning because I've given him so many books. There's lots of pictures of me giving him books. Anyway, so I says, "Are you touring it?" He says, "Yeah, in 2 days' time. I'll let you know." So anyway, long story short, we're going to see him, and we're taking some of the guys. It's going to be a great day out Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I want you to tell him what you think about the fight with his son in Saudi.
No.
He's heard it all.
No.
So we're talking a bit about what we've been talking about in church as well, about paradigm, mindset, your way of viewing things, and how you see things, and how you see things can become your reality. And also, what is your lens like? You're seeing things through your lens because that's your life. And that's your relationships, that's your hurts, that's your disappointments. So you look at it through that lens. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you can think, oh, that person's like an ed teacher. Because you might have had a bad experience with an ed teacher. They always tell you off, get you in the office, give you lines or whatever. When no, not really. They're not at all. That's your lens. Do you know what I mean? That's your paradigm. And it was the same, we spoke about it, Joshua and Caleb. The spies went to spy out the land, the promised land. 10 of them saw giants, this, that, the other reasons why they couldn't do it, 10, and that was called an evil report. And only 2 of them, Joshua and Caleb, saw the big fruit, saw the milk, the honey, the opportunities. Are you with me? And such it is with life. You'll normally get, out of 12 people, there'll only be 2 who are positive and who are leaders. But that's a choice to clean your lens and look at things differently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, all men are bees. You know what I mean? All women are bees. No, you've been hurt by one woman. Do you know what I mean? You've not got over disappointment or hurt or got healed, so you're viewing all other women as that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's dangerous to tar everybody with the same.
That's called
tarring everybody with the same
tarring with the
brush.
same brush, or making sweeping statements, or blanket statements. So, and it's by getting healed, and through your healing, then there's revealing. But if you're not getting healed, things aren't being revealed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What if you're like, oh, I'm grumpy, Terry's too positive, I'm not too happy in life at the minute, I'm not going to do this and grow and develop, I'm going to stay at home in my room on my crooked bed and eat worms. Right? So if that was you, then you might not have got invited to meet John Fury.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let Grumpy Caleb stay at home
exactly.
and eat worms on his crooked bed.
Then that's your lens of me.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but that'd be a reality of you if you was grumpy, if you was isolating, if you didn't want to grow and develop and be part of team.
You'd sense it. People would sense that.
Yeah, we'd think, oh, he don't want to come in. Yeah. But because you're open and you're developing and growing and you're in team around people who are looking forward and seeing opportunities, you suddenly catch that.
It is infectious. It's good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you could stay with the other 9 Misraelites and say, oh, it's too big, the giant. Or you've got to drive 2 hours to Manchester. Oh.
Terrible.
I'm debating whether to wear an Arsenal shirt or not.
Oh, no.
Exactly, you'll get beat up.
In Manchester.
I tell you what, when I went to see my brother, I had an Arsenal shirt on. and I had to change it before we went into the shopping centre.
Why do you keep looking at the screen? You should
My hat.
you should look at the camera there. See, Caleb's currently being trained in broadcasting, and people often just keep looking at themselves on the screen. And therefore you just see the tops of people's heads, they're not looking in the eye. But when you look at that, you look at people in the eye and you'll connect with them better. That's what you do. Like this. Jill, look at the camera, guys, and just share what you think about what we've just been talking about paradigm, the way we view things, lenses, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? And I think that's the perspective that we have. We can only have our own personal viewpoint, but it's good, isn't it, to listen to other people and to get somebody else's viewpoint, because then it can add to yours, can't it? Your understanding of how somebody else sees it. Definitely. Because sometimes you think, well, actually, I never even thought of that, or I wouldn't have even seen it that way. So yeah, it helps you to perhaps develop a bit of empathy or understanding about other people.
What do you think, Susie, about that? Mindsets, filters, views. What do you think? Tell the people.
Well, personally for myself, I'm just going through a process of choosing to change my filter.
That's good.
Having people around me that are challenging me definitely is good, very good. It's good, but also being real in the process and being around you and Terry has been very good. Good for me. It's good.
Yes, we're always. I mean, if anybody's got any sense or wisdom, they're always changing their filter or changing the perspective.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Or
always doing that.
opinions.
You've never
That's a
arrived.
good point.
Or changing their opinions.
Yeah.
It's okay to gather more information and then think differently about something.
Yeah, and have the humility to say, "Oh, I was wrong."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about
I
that.
didn't know it. Yeah.
Or because it is through a filter. I remember the idea a particular pastor speak, Christian leader, and he really grated me. But years later, he was one of my favourite speakers. And the grating that he was grating in me was getting rid of the excuses and the smallness and, things in me that were being challenged.
Yeah.
And I think it's good to be challenged, otherwise it's just like, unless you're being challenged, how can you grow? How can you develop? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm always wanting to challenge myself or be around people who can challenge me. Obviously in a kind, professional, honouring way. But somebody said if you're the smartest person in the room, find another room.
Find a different room. Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you're the smartest in the room, you might feel good about yourself. But
Where next?
But you might be at a level 3. But you could be a level 9 in the making. So it'd be good to be around some level 10 people.
Mm.
And even like, oh, I don't like that person. Oh, I'm not going to go there. Well, what if you have got to go there? Whether it's a job centre, whether it's wherever, that we only grow, and often through the challenging experiences of relationship or a communication. Do you know what I mean? If it was like, if you want to be happy all the time, just go and see an ice cream salesman every day. Go and buy a cornet off Mr. or Mrs. Hall with a flake in it.
Mr. Whippy.
Yeah, and you'll be happy then. But if you want people to challenge your thoughts, opinions, your level of professionalism or excellence, or growing as a team, or growing in a community, or growing in leadership, or whatever, then people are going to grate you. But through that grating, iron sharpening iron, and you can grow and develop them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can learn then how to communicate with them next time you see them better. We spoke a bit about that before, didn't we?
Yeah.
We don't need to go into it. You can say, well, I'm speaking to this and that about that. I don't really want to talk about it with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can come back, you can go away, and your takeaway is, right, how can I communicate better strategically with these people?
So there are different ways and means of talking to different people you meet, and different people that can help you in different ways, and you can't speak to everyone in the same way. It's just not how it works.
And you don't need to be so direct at times. You can ask a question. Would it
Yeah.
be better if we did it this way?
Yeah.
Could we maybe do this, please?
Suggestions.
Thank you. Suggestions. Positive confrontation. We spoke about a bit about that tonight.
Some people think all confrontation is bad confrontation, and I don't necessarily agree. I think, like you say, positive confrontation, saying something you don't really want to say, but it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
If you're not meaning offence or anything like that,
Yeah.
I feel like positive confrontation, there are benefits to it. Obviously, negative confrontation, no one wants that,
Yeah.
and obviously
But
that can have bad consequences.
even if you get negative confrontation, you can flip it and make it positive.
Yeah.
Just because somebody's been negative towards you, you don't need to lower yourself down to that tone.
You don't need to react with the same energy. You can come at it
No.
from a different.
Well, no, you don't react, but you respond.
Place. Yeah.
And that comes from the word responsibility. So you've got the ability to respond rather than react. You blankety blank. Yeah, you blankety blankety blank blank you. No? So somebody says, you blankety blank, knock my cup over. Oh, I'm really sorry I knocked your cup over. And I'll be more careful next time. And by the way, it'd be probably better if you didn't put your cup there. And then it's better for all of us, isn't it? Thank you. I'm glad that we're learning and growing together. It's a bit long-winded, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, for every communication or relationship, we're at least 50% responsible. So if we own that, that's great, because everything's a growth opportunity. You know, otherwise, oh, Susie Mac, pain in the whatever, you
In the
know,
back.
this, that, and the other. Well, no. Do you know what I mean? We can respond bigger and better than that. How can we help Susie Mac? How can I communicate better? How can we alleviate this? How can we work together on this for everybody's good? So that's like looking at things a different way. That's looking at things, I'd say, a mature way and a professional way. What do you think to that, Jill?
Yes, I think I was just thinking back to what you were saying about when people, you know, when you might have to speak to someone. There are people, unfortunately, through perhaps challenges that they've faced in the past, find it difficult to separate what you're talking about from you saying it about them personally. So you might be speaking to someone about a situation, but the person's thinking, oh gosh, I'm faulty, there's something wrong with me. Or actually, no, you're just saying that there's something that needs to be changed, but it's not you that's faulty, it's just the conversation or something that's happened. But some people you'll try and share that with, and they'll think, oh, I'm being rejected, I'm faulty, there's something wrong with me. No. So it's sometimes not always understanding, like I said before, about perspectives. Some people think if you're saying something, oh, could you do this a different way? You just want them to do it a different way, and they see it as you are rejecting them or saying that they've done it wrong, which is not what you're saying at all. I don't know if anybody's had that experience.
I understand what you're saying there. So even if in the most innocent, like, oh, Jill, could you please move that camera a little bit to the left? Now, Jill would do that. But if you ask that to some people, or could you move that? They'd think, oh, they're having a go at me.
They'd think, oh, you put it somewhere wrong in the first place.
Yeah.
No, they'd think you're having a go at them.
Yeah.
They've got a spirit of rejection or hurt.
Yeah.
So you cannot, with some people, you're walking on eggshells with them.
I think I can't say anything to that person.
And
Take
that,
it personal.
And no matter how many times, sometimes you wrap that up with, I love you.
A sandwich.
You know, I love you. I care about you. Bless you. Could you just please move that a bit better, a bit over there to the left? Because if you do, we can get a better view, and this, that, and the other. And thanks so much. Appreciate you a million times. And you're wonderful with cheese on toast. And they'd still feel hurt. And they'd still feel hurt and rejected. So then it's almost like for your own sanity and for smooth running of an organisation or a ministry or helping people, you've got to become more skillful at navigating in and around them and maybe moving them in a different position or not asking them to do that, asking somebody else and getting them to do something where they're not going to keep feeling hurt and rejected. You can try and minister to that and bring healing and get them to get in the healing paradigm that'll then things will be revealed to them, because otherwise people are just going to get stuck in hurt and rejection. You know what I mean? That's what Jill's talking about.
Even different language. I feel like different language could also help a situation.
Different language.
Sort of different ways of putting things.
Yeah, articulating. Yeah.
Articulating things differently. Maybe saying something that's not as pointed.
Yeah.
Towards a desired outcome or something.
Yes.
So an example would be, oh, could you straighten that camera up, please? Rather than, can you make that camera straight because it looks rubbish? Or
yeah, I'm with you.
Something like that. Rather than pointing it towards the outcome you want.
Yes. So we should be sweeter and choicer with our words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To help.
Yes.
We can always do that. Rather than saying, oh, Susie, the terrible camera shifter is a terrible camera shifter. We could phrase it better, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Of course.
Susie isn't a terrible camera. I'm just using that as an illustration. Jill, the tilted hat person. Can you straighten that out? You look like Freddie Parrotface. Good. Oh, well, I think we've had a good broadcast tonight there. We've been talking about Tyson Fury, John Fury, world-class boxing, world-class leadership, marketing, all that, communication, phenomenal, paradigm, the way we see things, our lens, cleaning our lens, getting a new lens, and getting a new life. Onwards and upwards.
I don't think we touched on football, did we?
No, I didn't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about football.
My team are currently playing. Don't know the score. Not going to look at my phone.
Well, that's good, because you came
right
today to a community meal where you're growing as a person, team, leadership, more media training. So you've sacrificed that, which is big.
Yeah.
Stan wouldn't even do that.
Could have been at home watching the Arsenal.
Arsenal. So we love you, we bless you. We've got some good things coming up. We're going to do a lot more talks like this. And we're upgrading the studio again. It's going to be great. Wait till you see what we're going to be doing. Might even get a video wall in there, Jill, and stuff.
Okay.
Watch this space. It's going to be awesome. So we're doing that. And then Church Alive is worth the drive. Tell people what it was like Sunday.
I enjoyed it.
For you.
I got a lot out of it. I feel like it spoke to me.
Everybody said that I've spoke to.
Quite a few people said that. I heard quite a few people say that on the way out. I like the bit about Bob. If Bob's got a problem, and Bob's got a problem with everyone, maybe Bob's the problem.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
Have you met any
resonated
Bobs?
with me. I have met a Bob.
Have you ever been a Bob?
Probably.
And that's paradigm of having a dirty lens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you've got a dirty lens and you're disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, I just hate them at the job centre. I hate the council. I hate River Network. I ate Church in the Peaks. I ate 7 slices of pizza last night. Oh, sorry. I ate. Yeah, you're full of hate. That's the problem. Get your clock cleaned.
Yeah.
And
your filter changed.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And then I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Do you know the next line? Can you sing it?
No, I'm not singing it.
Jill?
I can see all obstacles in my way. I'll pass it back on.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind.
It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings.
All of the bad feelings. I don't know that bit.
Have disappeared.
Here we go.
I don't know the rest.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind.
It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright.
Last line by Susie. It's gonna be a.
It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Susie's like, don't get me started.
Amen. Is to a bright, 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 sunshiny day. We love you. We bless you. The Church Alive is worth the drive. Star comes all Sunday, 10 for 11. We even do a little bit of breakfast, and we've been getting little donuts, tea, soft drinks, all that. We might even do beans on toast. It's very easy. You just put the beans in a microwave, hit it for a minute, have some toast. We can even do that as well. So come and see us. We'll have a great time. We have Word, Worship and Wonders at 11. Then afterwards we have food bank, tea, coffee. We even take people out for Sunday lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, what more could we do for people?
My mum said she wants to come next
What
time.
do you want? What do you want to see? The hanging...
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
The hanging gods of Babylon, a wild wildebeest running across the heights of Abraham. What do you want? I said that to somebody last week. It was hilarious. They haven't come back. I don't know why. Amen. We love you. We bless you. We're going to go out worshipping. Bless the Lord, and we'll see you real soon.
This is true. With the word spoken over me, he has secured my destiny.